And now, once again, Richard Thomas.
Time and again on this show, we've seen how animals react during emergencies in uncanny and unpredictable ways. In fact, these stories are so amazing that many people can only describe them as miracles. Well, we have another one for you, and if nothing else, it may change the way you feel about having a black cat cross your path. Jose Ibarra has a very special relationship with his cat, a gift from his mother, Karen.
My son wanted a cat for his 15th birthday. So we went looking all over, fell in love with this black cat that was abandoned.
Good girl.
She has her own personality. It's not like any other animal I've ever had. When we would lay on the floor and watch TV, she would just walk up to you, hit you in the forehead, and take off running. She was Brat. That's how she got her name.
If Brat treated Karen badly, she made up for it with her devotion to Jose, whom she never left alone.
She'd sit there by the door trying to get in, wait till you open it, like bolt in there just so she's in there with you.
How's my girl?
Any other cat would be just laying around, running around, playing. Brat would just always want to be loved.
Brat's love for Jose would be tested a few months later when he suddenly became very ill.
Brat, off the counter. Come on. Come on.
I'll take her.
Okay.
I didn't know if I had flu or what was going on. I was just extremely ill. I knew that I never had this kind of sickness before.
You need to get some sleep after you eat, okay?
My whole body hurts.
I know. Why don't you just try and eat a little more, okay?
Late that night, Jose's condition grew so severe that his body suddenly went into convulsions. Brat must have sensed that something was wrong because this time, rather than wait for Jose to open the door, she ran into Karen's room to get help.
And the cat starts trying to wake me up. And she'd never done this before, but we hadn't had her very long, so I thought maybe she was hungry. So I kept turning over, going back to sleep, thinking, you know, she'll stop. And at one point, I literally just pushed her away.
But Brat wasn't giving up.
And she starts licking my eyelids at this point, trying to wake me up. Well, at this point, you are awake. You are awake when a cat licks your eyelids. I followed Brat out into the hallway to see where she was going and see what she wanted. At that point, she was trying to get into my son's bedroom. She was clawing at the door. When I opened it up, he was having a seizure.
Oh, Jose!
His body was just thrashing throughout the room.
Bill! Call 911!
It was definitely terrifying.
Jose was rushed to a nearby hospital where doctors determined that the teenager had contracted a severe case of bacterial meningitis.
And they told us, had we slept through the night, we would have woke up and found him dead.
But 5 days later, Jose was on the road to recovery.
Do you remember what happened that night?
No.
Brat saved you.
Brat saved me?
She must have heard you having your seizure, so she ran into our room.
He realizes how close he came to death. And he knows how lucky he is to be here today. And he knows that it's because of that cat.
Brat! How's my girl?
When he got home, he really took care of that cat. He picked up the cat, he hugged her, he loved her, he kissed her. This was his way of saying thank you.
Thank you, Brat.
Still to this day, that cat's got a special place in his heart.
Brat had proved a loyal friend and perhaps even a guardian angel.
Someone's my guardian angel, maybe my cat. I believed in miracles, just not many of them. And now that this happened and the cat had saved me, I know it was a miracle.
There's no doubt in my mind that she was trying to save his life. No doubt in my mind that she knew something bad was happening behind that door and that she needed to get him some help. There's no way I would have woke up if that cat didn't wake me up. She saved his life. There's no doubt in my mind. I do believe it's a miracle.